yourself by Trinesha Catrell.
Hi, this is Trinesha Catrell, and welcome to First Love Yourself, where love, life, and Christ combine. I am so grateful to have you here on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment with me. In today's video, we are going to talk about inheritance. But before we get started, if you're new here, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more uplifting and empowering content like this. So get comfortable because we are about to get into it. Let's go! Got a lot of energy tonight for some reason, and it's all extra late. So first off, let me apologize for being late. Every time I do a late video, I don't want anybody to feel like this is on the back burner. This is a top priority to me, serving God's people, being able to speak life, being able to give people the things that I've learned so that maybe they can learn the same things that I have or learn from my missteps. My mistakes is my main purpose in life, and speaking life into others. And so as we're sitting here on this video, I want to go over ways to receive your inheritance. And for some people, they're like, okay, my inheritance, I'm not rich, I don't have this, I don't have that. What are you talking about? So when we are created, we all have a purpose, we all have a mission in life. And you'll hear pastors say that's the reason for submission. And some people done got off the video right there because they don't like the word submission. But let me tell you something. I will submit to anything that is honoring God and that has a purpose. Anything that God wants me to do, if there's a person who treats me the right way, that is following God or that is leading me in the right direction that God approves of, I will be sub to that mission. So now that we done got that out the way, to each his own, right? But for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Just kidding. No, but seriously. And so whenever you are born, you have a purpose, you have a mission. There's something that you are put here to do. And sometimes we can feel like I messed up too much. I can't get the things that God promised me. Why would God give me this thing? Why would God have so much grace and mercy on me if I'm not doing the things that I need to do in life? If I messed up here, if I made a mistake, if I didn't go the right way in life, how can I be a blessing or help other people? How can I receive my inheritance? So here's a hack. It's an acronym that I came up for to receive your inheritance. So the H stands for honesty. Sometimes we feel like we have to lie because we feel like it's a little white lie. Like maybe if I tell them half truth, maybe if I don't really be super honest about how I feel or what's going on in my life, then it'll be fine. Let me tell you something. There's something that I did recently that really blessed my life. I was honest in a situation where I felt like I didn't know what to do. I was like, I don't know what else to do but to be truthful, to be honest in a situation. And although, people are going to think whatever it is that they want to think, but if you are truly being honest with yourself, if you're being truthful with other people, then it will allow your heart posture to be in a good place. It'll allow you to feel more confident in the decisions that you're making because nobody can tell you what you meant by something if you are coming at it from the right place. If I know that my heart is in the right place and I'm trying to really help somebody, if I know that I'm doing this thing and I really mean it with the best of intentions, then nobody can say anything else. They can talk a lot of talk, but I know what I mean and I mean what I say. The truth shall make me free. I'm being completely honest with myself. And that's another thing. Sometimes we feel like we gotta lie to ourselves, like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good in this area, and the whole time you're struggling. Like the moment that you start to be honest with yourself and say, I'm really struggling, be honest with God and say, I'm really struggling, it's the moment that you can help yourself. Is the moment that God can step in and help you while you're struggling in that area. While you are feeling like I don't have no hope, while you feeling like you don't see no way how it's gonna work out, that is when God will be able to step in and help you because he can't help you if he doesn't know that you need his help with this problem that's in your life. If he doesn't know that you are really struggling in this area, if you keep pretending like you're okay, it is not helping anybody. It's definitely not helping you. So the best thing that you can do in a situation like that is to be honest with yourself and say, I'm really hurting right now. I'm really struggling right now. I'm really having a moment right now. I really need time to heal right now. And take that time. Don't put a time limit on your time to heal. Really say, okay, I'm going to start this day putting one foot in front of the other, doing everything that I can to heal myself until I get healed. And give yourself grace because you are being way too hard on yourself. Like, have a goal and work for your goal, but don't put so much pressure on yourself that it's hard to reach the goal that you have for yourself. The second thing in hack is the A, appreciate what you have. Sometimes we miss out on our inheritance because we're being so ungrateful. When you don't appreciate the little things, when you're not being a good steward of the few things, why would God bless you with many? Why would you? That's like your parent. If you a parent and you got kids out here, you don't feel like giving your kid more stuff if they're unappreciative of the things that they already have. If they already don't clean their room, why would you give them a bigger room? If they already don't know how to do X, Y, and Z, why would you want to ever give them more? And I feel like that's how God is with us. If God is doing all these things in our life and He's blessing you with the house, He's blessing you with clothes on your back, He's blessing you with a family that loves you, and you're saying, oh God, I don't understand why I can't have a husband. I don't understand why I can't be in this job or in a mansion. And the whole time you're not being a good steward of the house that you're already in, you're not already appreciating the things that you already have in life, then why would God ever give you more? You have to change your mindset from negativity to positivity to really start to be grateful in your life and to think, I can do these things instead of, oh, I can't ever have this. I won't ever be whatever it is that you're putting on yourself. You have to really start speaking life into yourself and others around you. You have to really start saying, okay, I can do X, Y, and Z. I can go to this next level. I can be a millionaire. I can get married and have a healthy relationship. I can open up my let the walls down to let the right people in my life. I can meet somebody who will treat me really well. I can be appreciative of the things that I have in life. I can be a good steward of the things that God has already blessed me with, and I can succeed. That's how you got to start talking to yourself. You got to talk to yourself like you were raised right. Like, not like you out on these streets, but you really, like, you had a good upbringing because your parents, if they really are good disciplinarians, then you act a little different than people that don't have no discipline in their life. I'm just saying. So you got to really appreciate the things that you have in life. The last thing is the K. I took the C out, but we could put confidence in here, and then it goes together with the K. The K is know who you are. And when you know who you are, oh my gosh, that's a pro tip. That's like that's a cheat code for life because the world is always going to have an idea of the person that they want you to be. There's always going to be a hater. There's always going to be someone trying to copy paste your life that is not authentically you. There's always going to be someone out there who is trying to short you or trying to make you stumble or fall flat on your face. There's always going to be somebody who wants to see you not be the best version of you, who only wants you to be the least version of yourself because of the benefits that they receive from you not knowing who you truly are. There's always going to be someone who's going to say, oh, yeah, well, she's just this. Or they'll try to give you breadcrumbs, or they'll try to give you the bare minimum, or they will try to neglect you, or be unappreciative of you, or dishonest to you, and make you feel like something is wrong with you when really it's an internal or an insecure issue with someone else. It's someone else's battles or demons that they are fighting in their life. And if you don't know who you are, you will internalize it. You will think, I'm the reason why this person doesn't see the value in me. I'm the reason why they only want to give me breadcrumbs because they think that's all I deserve in life. You will start to think, oh, I'm the reason why something bad happened when really that's just life. You will start to really beat yourself up and think that it's something to do with you, that you are the problem when the whole time it's life, when the whole time everybody is struggling with something. And it's really their issue. It's their cross to bear. It's their burden to bear. It is not yours. You have to let people be who they are, and you have to know who you are, regardless of how badly you want somebody, regardless of how long you've been friends with somebody or you've been in a relationship with somebody. You have to be okay with knowing that they are going to be who they are, regardless of who you want them to be. And you have to know who and whose you are so that nobody can try to change you for the worse or make you into something that you're not. You have to always know, I am the best version of me. I'm going to continue to be the best version of me. Can't nobody stop what God is doing in my life. Everything that I'm doing is for purpose. I will continue to pursue everything that I want in my life because I believe in myself. You gotta really talk that talk. You gotta talk like you know that you know that you know who you are. You can't let nobody ever tell you anything differently. Don't let anybody come in your life and try to make you feel badly about the person that God created you to be, because you are everything that God always intended for you to be. You have to know that every time somebody does something, most of the times it's something, every time somebody does something, it's usually because of their past. It's usually because of something that they are battling with. It's usually because they went through something in life and it made them feel a certain type of way. So now they put up a wall between you and them. Now they want to push people away. Now they, and I'm not saying this from experience, now they want to do all of these things in life that have absolutely nothing to do with you. I'm gonna tell one quick story before I get off of here because it just dropped in my spirit. But there was this story that this pastor told one time about when you take things personal. And he said there was three questions that he would always ask himself when someone would be rude or disrespectful or they would do something towards him. And one of the things that the very first things he would do is say, do I even know this person? If it's a stranger and they got an attitude, obviously it's not you. They got a whole life they living outside of you. We be so egotistical and conceited, thinking that it's all about us. Like, oh, it must have been something that I did. She don't even know you. Like, let that go. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. Like, just let them live their life. You live your best life, and it just go on about your business. The second thing is, if I know this person, did I do anything offensive towards this person? If you did something offensive, if you know this person, well, ask yourself, do you know this person first? If you know the person and that's a yes, then the next step is, did you do something offensive towards him? If you did something offensive and it hurt someone's feelings, don't just be like, oh, well, that's just how they feel. They just being super sensitive. Really take the time, if you care about this person, to figure out what's going on in their life, because sometimes you're the eighth, ninth, 10th person that has tried to put them down regarding the subject, and you could have just been playing, but they have been tortured and tormented and bullied about this thing their whole life. This is the thing that is really this, you're the thing that broke this, the straw that broke the camel's back. That is like the one thing that they just, it have been super insecure about. That's the one thing that they have been picked on about their entire life. And you bring it up even as a joke, even though you are like, okay, it's not that serious, it's that serious to that person. And if you care about them, apologize. Let them know that you would never do anything to intentionally hurt them, and be the bigger person. Sometimes that's all we have to do, and we don't realize that we just, us being the bigger person is the thing that really helps restore relationships. That's the thing that really helps the other person. If we really care about their well-being, then we need to care about their well-being, not just put it online and pretend like we care about somebody, not just in a crowd pretend like you care about somebody. No, you need to really step up and say how you really care about somebody. And I'm not saying it like you, like I'm trying to single people out. And I'm saying it like everyone taking accountability for their actions, me included, because it's important for us to acknowledge our flaws so that we can help other people. And thirdly, if you did something that is offensive, and I don't know if I can remember the third one, to be honest. I know it's, if you don't know the person, if you do know the person, and if you know the person. Maybe the third thing is like 2A. I mean 2B, 2A and B. But you really have to take a second and say, okay, if I really hurt somebody, if I really know this person, then I care enough to help them. I care enough to apologize. I care enough to say that that was never my intent to ever hurt this person, and go on about your business. Like, talk about it, give them the space to be able to do the things that they need to do, and really just help in the way that you can. But just because you are acknowledging and you are helping that person does not mean you neglect your own feelings. It does not mean that you don't give yourself grace. It doesn't mean that you don't have the confidence in yourself just because you made a mistake. When you make a mistake, learn from it, get back up and keep going. And I have to use my uncle's quote, you got to tuck and roll. If you make a mistake, fall down, tuck and roll, get back up, keep going. Like, you got to keep on walking like you ain't never fell in the first place. Learn that lesson from the mistakes that you make, and then just keep rolling with your life, because life goes on. As long as you're breathing in and out, that's God's grace and mercy. It's another opportunity for you to be better than you were yesterday, than a moment ago, than a week ago, than a year ago. And every day that you become better, you are becoming the best version of yourself. So always believe in yourself. Get hip to the hack. I always gotta say something corny, but that's just my thing. But yeah, just don't push away your inheritance. Be ready to receive everything that it is that God has for you, because you could literally live your dream life if you just change your mindset. It's really that easy. I really, okay, last thing. I'm gonna try to make this quick because it's super late at night and people gotta go to bed or whatever they doing. But but I used to complain so much about my life, and I would be like, "Oh, I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't nobody thinks this of me. Nobody thinks that of me." And the whole time it was me thinking that of me. I was the person that was downplaying myself, trying to make sure trying to pretend as if I wasn't her. I was the person talking about how I could never succeed in these areas. I was the person thinking I could never have a job like this. I'm the person that was talking down to myself, really downplaying my success, downplaying the fact that I could really accomplish anything I put my mind to. I was the person who couldn't really see the people in my life who were actually supporting me, who were actually there for me, because I wanted the things that didn't want me. I was really trying to prove something to myself, like, oh, if I could get with this person, if I could be with this person, if I could be at this job, if I could, like a job title was really gonna help my self-esteem. And it didn't. It was only temporary satisfaction for something that was internally suffering, or something that was internally wrong, that I needed to be able to fix, or I needed God to be able to fix, and I needed to work on myself. I really needed to be able to see the value in myself and not allow external things to put value on me. And sometimes that's what we do in life. We look for other things to try to make us seem as if we are valued, to make us seem important, to make us seem like that is the thing that makes us significant in life. But we are already significant. We just have to change our perspective and really think positively about ourselves, really speak life into ourselves, knowing that we are who we are, and believe it. When you believe it, can't nobody stop you. Then if somebody was to say, I don't like that robe you got on, it's ugly with them flowers, I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna wear this robe again. I'm gonna be like, I like this robe, thank you for your opinion, and keep it moving. Like, that's just an opinion, everybody got one. I gotta live my life. I can't worry about what anybody else thinks. So if you're trying to live your best life, really be the best version of yourself, and let people's opinion be that an opinion. That's it. So I hope that you never stop going after your dreams. I hope that you always go after your inheritance, and that you always believe in yourself. Keep going and never ever give up. And I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.